Good morning. Welcome back to the Druid's Bees. It's February 22nd today. It's been 3 weeks since we went into these hives to see how they're doing. And we got a gorgeous day here in Alaska. It's about 25, 26 degrees right now. And so I think it's a pretty good time to just kind of crack in and see what's going on. Because just looking at this snow, we had a big wind event a couple of days ago, and so all of this snow would be freshly blown here, and there are dead bees laying on top of it. So that is a really good sign. This is my trusty bee brush, my old toothbrush, and I just like to use it to keep the entrances a little bit clear. Not much in that one. So this is good signs. These are all good signs. This is the hive I was kind of worried about a little bit because it didn't have much activity, but there are a few. Yeah. There's a few new dead bees. I cleaned that out a few weeks ago, and now there are a few new dead bees in the entrance, so that lets me believe that there is activity happening in that hive. Well, if they aren't awake, they're awake now. That was a hell of a noise. Well, that's a problem. Still tons of sugar left. I'm not gonna have to do anything with these ladies. So still no activity in this hive. Lots of heat. So it's super warm in there. And they just are not coming up to get into this sugar at all. Like their candy board. So there's a hard rock candy down in there. And they haven't even begun to come through it. So, like I said, still super warm in there. So there was a lot of activity out of this hive the other morning. We had a nice warm day. I came out and these guys were flying everywhere. So I just think they just don't need it yet. Well, at least that's what I'm hoping. The true test will be in a few weeks. So same thing, lots of heat here, but no activity up into this box. See if you can hear them. So they're definitely down in there doing something. They're generating heat to keep this warm. Again, my only thing I can guess is that they have enough stores where they're not coming up into this. And so we're just going to button it back up. And we'll try again in another couple weeks. I find it funny because I was just watching a video earlier today by Pulaski Redneck. He was just talking about being abnormal and getting out and getting off your phone, which is the normal thing to do, is just to doom scroll and sit on the couch. And he was playing with his bees. He was pulling frames and looking for eggs. And not quite sure where he is, but it's just such a polarity from here. You know, here I am just looking for any sign of life whatsoever, just so I can be like, oh my God, they're still in there. They're still doing their thing. And here he is like, oh, they're already looking for eggs and stuff and pulling frames. Like, just, yeah, Alaska's an interesting place to be a beekeeper, that's for sure. So one of the things we're thinking about is how many packages do we buy this year? So I really only want, desire. I was really only planning for 2 hives next year. So we have the 3. So if all 3 make it through to the spring, then not quite sure what we'll do at that point. Maybe we'll go out and buy a new hive or something. But my original plan was just hoping for 2 to make it through the winter, and then I could use that 3rd hive again as a split, use it as a nuke. So we shall see what we shall see. But I think as of right now, they're all looking pretty good, and I'm pretty excited about what's going to happen here in a few weeks. And these Hive IQs, they worked really well. I definitely would recommend them. There's so many features about them that I love. There's a few things that I'm not a super fan of, but we're getting it done, and hopefully weather like this will keep coming, and it'll just get nicer and nicer, and spring will be here soon, and we'll be feeding bees and planting flowers, and oh, that's such a great time on the homestead. So thanks for stopping by, folks. This was our second midwinter. Is it midwinter if it's the second? But anyway, this is our second inspection that we did for the winter, and they're looking great. Nothing else to do here. And even just sitting here, a couple of them have come out to say hello, and they're flying around. Yeah. One of these days, hopefully we'll get that big cleansing flight, and they can all come out and greet the world. All right, folks, be well.